friends, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please stick around, subscribe if you want to learn some more tips and tricks on saving from us. Today we are adding to our saving series. Today we are talking about ways to save on food. This is such a broad subject and I'm just going to touch on a little bit of everything, but I am going to mainly focus on groceries because I feel like that is a spot that you're looking at. If you're looking to continue to save money on food, you've probably already decreased the amount of time that you're eating out or going to restaurants. So I will talk mostly about groceries today, but I will talk about budgeting for evenings out. My number one tip is to have a cash budget. So we started having a cash budget for food back in 2016. We decided it might be better to decide on a set amount for groceries so that we don't go over that, because before we were just using our visas and just, you know, buying whatever. With a cash budget, you're actually thinking about what you're buying and whether it's worth it or not. And I find we buy a lot less junk food, and it just has it there for you to see where your money is exactly going. And it's also nice to see if you can adjust your cash budget at the end of the month. Maybe you have too much or maybe you have too little. For a basic cash budget, for each person, you should be using $100 for groceries. That's just like the basic kind of amount, but starting it at $300. So if you're two people, have it at $300. In your cash budget, you might be thinking of like household items like toilet paper, paper towel, whatever like that. So you can decide if you want to include that in your cash budget for your groceries. We also do that, and then at the end of the month we just save whatever is left over. We prefer to have money left over, so we always put a little more to our food budget to save more money. A huge one is meal planning and meal prepping. So having set meals that you really enjoy and you know how to make really quickly, having that and writing down the days of the week when you're going to make those items, and then meal prepping. So you can take it by, you take a day and you actually make those meals and then put them in the fridge or the freezer. I don't do that personally. I just don't have the time to do that. I know it could save me a ton of time during the week, but I'd rather not do it. But I do meal plan for the days of the week. And for meal prepping, I do like to cut my veggies the day before. That way they're done. That's a big chunk of prep time out of your day if you do like to cook fresh meals. That's what I prefer. When you're in the produce section, do not buy the pre-prepped items. They come at a cost because they are a convenience. For example, last summer I was at the grocery store and I saw the pre-cut cantaloupes, and they were $5, and it was about the third of a cantaloupe. And I looked to my right and there were a full-size cantaloupe for 98 cents. They were on sale, which is great. So I picked that up and I just took it home and I cut it up myself. It took about, I don't know, 7 minutes maybe to cut it, to de-seed it, whatever. And then I had cantaloupe for snacks. You need to be realistic with your budget. If you like to eat out once a week, make sure that's in your food budget. Make sure you have that $50 a week for your food, for eating out, in your budget. So don't think, okay, I'm just going to totally cut out all restaurant meals. We have times where we're amazing and we just make stuff at home and save tons and tons of money. But there are times that we fall off the wagon and we eat out more than we normally would. So be realistic with yourself. Allow yourself a little bit of room to maybe go out for a treat once in a while. But if you are going out once a week, maybe cut it down to once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks, whatever you find is better for you. And look for deals for restaurants. At Costco, they always have like a deal. If you want to have a really nice meal, I'm talking about, you can get like the $80 for a nice steakhouse and you actually get $100 in gift cards. So that's some place to save. If you're going for like an anniversary or a birthday, that's totally a place to look. But be realistic with how much you eat out. At the grocery store, buy produce in season. This will save you a ton of money. Berries are super expensive in the winter time, and they also go bad really quickly. So if you know that you eat berries really quickly, then it's great for you in the summertime. I prefer to buy berries frozen just because we don't eat them very quickly. I'll eat them in oatmeal and stuff, but I don't eat them a ton, except for blueberries. That's my thing. I love blueberries, and I will get them on sale when they have them on sale. But in the winter, they are a little bit pricier. So always buy in season. I feel like apples, bananas, and oranges are always in season. So if you want to stick to those three all year round, great. And then have a treat once in a while. We really like mangoes and avocado, but we wait for it to be on sale or in season. When you're at the grocery store, I don't know how it is everywhere in the world, but at our grocery store that we go to, they have like the 50% off section in the produce section, and also in the meat and poultry section you can get 50% off. Usually that stuff that will be going bad that day or the next day, but take up that offer. If you know that you're gonna be making a steak dinner, look at that section and maybe buy that and use that for dinner instead, because you're gonna save a huge chunk of change with that 50% off. Look at flyers before you go to the grocery store to see what's on sale. I always like to buy stuff that's on sale. There's a app called Flipp. I will link what it is down below. But you can search specific items and you can go see what stores are carrying them and how much they are, so you can price match, and it's a lot easier for your shopping list. If you eat meat, which I know a lot of people do, a lot of people don't, but if you are a meat eater, consider reducing the amount that you're eating. Maybe have one meal a week. Like if you have steak with every dinner, maybe take it to 6 dinners a week instead of 7, or maybe 5 meals a week, and you're gonna save a lot of money if you do eat meat every single day. Try reducing a little bit if you can. There's a lot of great vegetarian options out there, and we don't eat meat very frequently. We do buy it from time to time, but very, very rarely do we buy it. Usually it's for a special treat. So we do eat meat though. I will throw that out there. We are not vegetarians. For myself, I like to make extra food in a dinner, so I have leftovers either for the next day or for my lunch. I don't like sandwiches. I like PB&J, but I really don't like sandwiches. I like subs, but again, I'd have to go buy that, and I don't want to have to spend that money, so I do like to have leftovers for lunch. In the breakfast department, I would say don't buy cereal. And the reason I say this is it's really, really expensive, and I find it doesn't satisfy for a good chunk of period. I get really hungry after I have a bowl of cereal. So I use it as a snack or a special treat. So I prefer to have oatmeal because it fills you up really well. You just put some berries in there and you're good to go. Also toast with a lot of fruit on the side. With toast, get like the whole grain. The heaviest loaf you can find is usually the one that's has the most fiber and it has most nutrition in it. I would suggest getting the thicker, heavier loaf. For us, we used to eat out almost every single week for breakfast. That was our kind of date. We really enjoyed waking up on a Saturday morning and going to Smitty's for breakfast. And we realized, this is so simple. We can make this at home. Like, why are we going out to do this? So that's what we did. We started making it at home. And instead of spending $30 for 2 people for breakfast, I think we spend about $10 now. That's including bacon. And you're getting a full pack of bacon. And then you have eggs, which are very, very affordable. You've got toast, which is always on sale. I swear, bread is always on sale in our city. I've never gone to the grocery store where it's been full price. So look for that sale. But with breakfasts, we make them at home when we want to have something special for breakfast. And we do that about once a week because that's just what we enjoy. Like I said, with dinners out, if you have a Costco membership, you can always find a good deal for the $80 for the $100 of gift certificates to a local steakhouse for anniversaries. Also, Groupon usually has some great deals on eating out, so I would check those places if you know you're going to be eating out. You will save some money. So that's my tip. If you see something on sale that is not on your list, don't buy it, because it wasn't on your list in the first place, and you're probably just thinking, oh, it's on sale, I'll grab that. But then you're spending money that you weren't planning on spending, and that adds up. It really does. So stick to your grocery list and have a grocery list. Stick to it. I know that there's chocolate bars and chips and pop and all that stuff, but that adds up, and it's just not good for you in the first place. But it's not good for your wallet because it's really expensive, because it is a convenience. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this was helpful for you. If you want any other saving videos, please comment down below. Let me know an area that you want to save money in, and I will make a video on how we do that and how you can. I hope to see you guys in the next video, and have a great day. Bye.